we will see CSS positions. So positions are very important when we are working on web development. So there are different types of positions like static, relative, fixed, absolute and sticky. So now let's try to understand individual position. First we will understand static. So what is a static? So let's take a web page example. So inside a web page, if we are designing a paragraph element or we are using a div block, so consider this div is a block, right? And this div block by default it is a static element, which means it is starting from its normal position. It is starting from its normal position. So we have some different properties like we have left, center, not center, right, bottom and top. So let's say I want to adjust this div block by using static. So if I'm using these four different properties, it doesn't apply for a static. So first thing is by default every element is static. Every element is static. And for static elements we cannot use, for a static element we cannot use these different properties, which means let's say here I'm writing this h1 and h2 and let's try to say h1 and I'm using a property like left 0 pixel, which means our page should load with the left, or maybe if you write 100 pixels, let's see 100 pixels from left side I want to place this element from 100 pixels, so it doesn't apply. So we use something like margin left property. So if I am saying this as a position relative, so now for a relative what it does, from the body it will apply the space. So if you see here we can use the position as relative and let me refresh. So now you can see that there is a left space applied here. That means our element is starting after 100 pixel. Our element is starting after 100 pixel. So if you check here, the main important thing here, so it is not a margin, it is not a border, it is not a padding we have applied. We have applied left 100. So if you see that left 100 is applied, which means it is starting after the 100 pixels. So for using the left, right and the other properties, we need to use position relative. So position relative, we can set some additional properties like top, right, bottom, left. Now let's try to understand what is a fixed position. So fixed position is something we want to always show the button or element in the web page as at the fixed position. For example, if you go for online some website, they always show the chat button. So here I am designing a button called chat now. So for this button I always want at the bottom right corner. So if I want to make this, I need to add some styles here. Say that button, we need to say position as fixed. So when you say position fixed, we need to arrange that particular button at particular position. So I'm using bottom, I want from bottom 0 and from the right side I want 0, right? So save this and go to our web page, refresh. So now you can see there is a button placed here. There is a button placed here. So it is chart now. So this button always will be at the bottom right. So even let's try to add some different paragraphs or some h3 elements. This is text. I'll just try to copy paste this. So that it comes, we can scroll our web page. Alright, save this, go back to the page. So you can see that now our page has a lot of content. Even if I scroll this, my chart button is not moving. My chart button is not moving. Let me show here. So if you see here, I'm scrolling up and down, but my chart button is at the fixed position. So whenever we want to use a button or an element as a fix, so we can use the position fix and apply the bottom right or bottom top. We can assign any property. So I am using maybe top. It always displays at the top of the page. So you can see chart now is always displayed. So this is how we use a fixed position. Now let's try to understand position sticky. So what is sticky? So let's say we have this particular some text here. I'll go back to the page. So here I'll include some heading or some div block, and here I'll say some class sticky bar, something like this. This content is sticky. So now let's try to apply some styles for this. Dot sticky, okay, and then I will apply border 2 pixel solid red width 100%, and then I say height 20 pixel or 30 pixel, and then background color yellow. So after this, let's see what happens. Refresh the page. So you can see that whenever I'm scrolling the page, there is a content, there is a section, there is a block, and this I want it as a sticky. So when I'm scrolling, it is going up. However, I want to show as a header at the top. Even when you are scrolling the page, it should not go up, right? I want it as a sticky. So to see that behavior, we need to say position sticky, and then we need to say that whenever it reaches top 0, I want that as a sticky. So refresh. So now when you're scrolling up, it becomes sticky, and the body inside the content inside the body will be scrolling. So the content inside that will be scrolling. So the sticky works little different as a from the fixed one. So whenever it touches particular position, I am saying top 0, which means the content when it touches at the top, it becomes sticky. So if you see some examples, right, maybe like farmers.com, and go here to a page like the product page, and you're seeing that there is some sub navigation here, and when you scroll up, they're displaying it as a sticky. That means the body is scrolling, however the navigation is like a sticky. So whenever we want to place, let's try to understand absolute position. So to use absolute position, I'm going to just take out this all to make it clear. Alright, so let's try to remove this. So first of all, let me create a simple button here, so let's call readme, and this button is by default it is a static, right? And I want to make it an absolute position, so which I say button, I can say position absolute. So this absolute, what it does, it finds the nearest parent. So the nearest ancestor for this button is body, because the button is placed inside the body. So if you are applying some positions, like let's say bottom 0, and then save this and go to the page. So you can see that button is placed at the bottom. However, I want to change this button position bottom 0 into a different parent element, which means I'm creating a div here. Inside the body, and the button is inside the div. So let's try to apply some positions for the div, which means I'm applying border 2 pixel solid red, and then we will apply some background color, favorite color, background color yellow. Alright, save this, and here I'm giving height as 500 pixels. Save this, refresh. So even though if you observe here, let me put width 500 pixels. Okay, so we have a div element and we have the readme button. So even though if a button is inside a div element, it is not displaying inside the div. It is displaying in the body at the bottom position, which means what it does, whenever you say button or position as absolute, it looks for the parent. So it looks for the parent or the ancestor. So the nearest ancestor for this button is body, because we haven't mentioned div as a parent, right? So we need to explicitly mention that div is the nearest ancestor by using another property called for the relative. So position say relative, which means now this particular div block is a parent for the button by we are saying that position relative. So the nearest ancestor for the button is div. So which means I want to arrange this button inside the div with using some properties. Let's save back, refresh. So you can see that button is now inside the div. However, I want to place it at the right side. You can play with these properties, right? 0. So save this, refresh. So this is how you create a div element and arrange between the make it as an ancestor so that the button can be placed inside the div and with the different properties. Okay, thanks for watching.